What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome back to something a little different than what we usually do here. We're going to talk about the iPhone 13 Pro and these two accessories that can really make your C7 Corvette seem new again. Let's jump right into this one. All right, guys, so by now I'm sure you're asking yourself, well, wait a second, Justin, you have a 2019, that's not exactly old, and you're right. But the C7 Corvette lineup has been around since the 2014 model year, which means you could have actually owned one in late 2013. And if that's the case, you have a little bit of a dated car in your hands, and it's not so much that the exterior or the performance or anything about this car looks dated. What is actually dated is some of the interior components, such as the infotainment system. Now, the C7 Corvette has maintained pretty much the same infotainment system throughout its entire run. It's gotten tiny little tweaks and updates towards the end, and this being a 2019 has the most updated infotainment system you could get with a C7 Corvette. Now, with that said, I have just recently made the switch from Android over to iPhone, and it is an interesting one to say the least, guys, because I have literally been using an Android phone since 2009. This iPhone 13 Pro is the first one to really captivate me and really convince me to make that switch. So with doing so, I wanted to get as many accessories as possible to kind of make this thing feel newer. As you guys know, I recently sold my C8 Corvette, and that's sad because it had a really updated infotainment system, but the Z06 is coming soon, and it will have that same kind of infotainment system, possibly a little tweaked and a little bit better than even the C8 Corvette. So I'm happy for that, but at the same time, until I get that, I have the C7 Corvette, and I'm going to talk about two accessories that will make your life a lot easier with a C7 Corvette, especially if you have an iPhone. So what we're going to do here, guys, is jump inside the C7, take a look at one of the accessories we're doing. I've already installed it on the ZR1, but I have not installed it yet on the Colorado. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the installation on the Colorado because it's actually the same installation procedure as it was with the ZR1, but I already did it here to make sure it was going to work. So let's jump in and take a look at the first accessory that is going to make owning the C7 Corvette a little bit easier. All right, guys, so we've been in the C7 Corvette ZR1 before, and we've talked about the ProClip before, but today we're talking about a new addition from the ProClip, and it actually is a little mount that holds the MagSafe charger for your iPhone 13 or 12. Now, in my case, I have the iPhone 13 Pro, and this is the mounting system here. This is it. That's all there is to it. Now, this actually will charge your phone while it holds it. So this is just basically a giant magnet that will hold your phone in place, and trust me, this thing has been put through its paces with the phone connected here, and it did not move. So here's the phone wirelessly attached while we're driving the ZR1 a little faster than we should be, braking a little hard than we should, and yeah, it's not moving. I love it. I love it. I am very impressed with how well this system works. It's basically wireless charging, but it also has a mount here that will hold your phone. So you don't have to worry about sliding it into a piece of plastic or anything like that. This thing will literally just hold it in place with magnets. For demonstration, here's my iPhone 13 Pro. Can just stick it right there. That's it. Now it's charging. As you can see, it is stuck in place pretty well. I can kind of rotate it a little bit, but even there's some force behind it before it will move, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So the first step is the ProClip. We're going to jump over to the truck, and I'm going to show you kind of the installation procedure. It's really freaking easy, guys. If you already have a ProClip, all you need is the new phone mount for the MagSafe charger. So let me show you what I mean. All right, guys, so here we are inside my Colorado. You can see right here is the old ProClip, the one you had to actually force the phone down into to hold it in place. The best part of this entire thing is that you do not have to replace the ProClip that connects to your vehicle. All you got to do is replace the phone mount itself. And that is easily done with a screwdriver. You just stick a screwdriver in the center here, release the screw. Once it's loose, you can just grab the entire clip, pull it off, and that's what you're left with. The new one, which is going to accept the MagSafe, looks like this. And it also has that same backing to it. So you'll stick a screwdriver in the center there again, release that one, and then just screw it right to the one that you currently have, if you already have one. Either way, I will link all of this in the description down below, so if you don't have one, you can buy one to begin with. If you do, you can just buy the phone mount portion. From here, you'll just take the new MagSafe ProClip without the backing plate, stick it into place with that screw sticking straight out, just like that, and then we will just put it right in there and tighten it down. Just like that. After that's tightened down, the next step would be to take your MagSafe charger and push it down into place. With this particular clip, you also get the charger. So this is a cigarette lighter charger that has a USB-C and a USB-A port on the back. That's how you plug in the MagSafe charger portion. So for the next part, we'll just take the MagSafe charger, line it up with the bottom part, and push it into place. Just like that. Now there is a little thumb screw over here as well that I'll tighten down just to make sure that that MagSafe charger does not pop out of the ProClip. And that's it. We are done. You'll take the other end and plug it into your cigarette lighter, and then you're ready to roll. Let's jump back into the Corvette and talk about the second accessory that's going to make your life a lot easier and make that C7 Corvette feel a lot more up to date. All right, guys, we are back in the ZR1, and the second accessory that's going to really bring the C7 Corvette to life with your iPhone 13 Pro is this. This is called a C-Play to Air. Now, you can tell it's just a little box that plugs into a USB port. So what does it do, Justin, you might ask? Well, this makes your Apple CarPlay wireless. So you do not have to plug anything in to make the Apple CarPlay display on the infotainment system here. Now, of course, the Apple CarPlay is a much more updated interface. It looks a lot better than the stock GM offering in the C7 Corvette. So this is fantastic that we can do it wirelessly, and it works on my Corvette as well as the Colorado. Chevy started adopting wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto into some of their 21s and up, but the Colorado being a 21 did not get it. So this is something that will be useful for me in both cars. Now, all you have to do is open up your center console or right behind the radio here and plug this in, and you're good to go. So with my center console open, you can see how I've run the MagSafe wire. It actually runs underneath the center console and runs all the way through and then plugs into the cigarette lighter right here. So you can't see any of that wire minus this right here. For this, all you gotta do is reach in here and plug it into your USB port, just like that. That's it. It's done. So I'll close that up, and then when we start the car, you'll actually see it connect to this radio wirelessly. You'll also hear that AWE system that sounds fantastic. And there it is. It just popped up. So all I have to do is hit that, and we're going to get right into our wireless CarPlay. You can see my phone is sitting over here. It was totally not plugged in, but it is ready to go. Now you can also see the home screen of the Apple CarPlay and its wireless gloriousness. I can play all my music over it, which I actually do. I play from the SiriusXM app on my iPhone 13 Pro, and it will actually stream it right through the radio here. You cannot tell a difference in the audio sound. You cannot tell a difference in the responsiveness of the system. It is all really, really nice. So if we go down here, this will bring up my apps, and as you can see, it immediately pops up, no problem. Press that again, and it will go right back to where we were at. Open up my SiriusXM app, and same kind of thing. It goes right into what we're doing. We'll go to my favorites, channels, and we'll start playing some Octane. Obviously, for YouTube's sake, I can't get copyrighted with that stuff, but it is playing. And if we go back to the home screen, you can see it down here. It's actually got a little player that you can go back and forth with, but it's all wireless. Now, the best part of all this stuff, guys, is I could take this phone and slap it right on my MagSafe charger, and there it is. It is now charging while displaying wireless Apple CarPlay. This is the best of the best right here, guys. This car is now much more updated feeling. Like I said, the whole CarPlay user interface just gives the car a much more updated look, an updated feel, because everything's more responsive because it's actually using the phone processor and then just displaying it up here on the screen. And it's also able to give you access to pretty much everything you need. Your Google Maps, or in this case, my Waze, my SiriusXM, and right below it would be a calendar update if there is anything pending for today. So yeah, guys, I'm absolutely in love with this thing. I will link everything in the description down below. If you guys are interested in doing this in your C7 or even in your Colorado, I will link everything in the description down below, because both of these things will work very well with whichever car you have, and it will actually work with any car that has a wired Apple CarPlay option. So if your 2016 has the wired CarPlay option, you can plug in this adapter and it will give you wireless just like this. The ProClip is made for a massive amount of cars, and basically any car you have that it will fit on, you can get this same kind of mount for. Use the Apple MagSafe charger, and now you got a mount that is magnetic and it will charge while displaying all this stuff wirelessly. I love the future. We're living in the future, guys. I love it. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I know it's a little bit different than what we usually do, and I wanted to bring you guys a little bit more of a tech update, because for those of you who don't know, I used to be in the tech field before I went full-time on YouTube. So tech is something that still runs a good portion of my life, and this kind of stuff is just fantastic. It satisfies that tech side of me something fierce. For those of you wondering, how the switch is going for me from Android over to Apple. It is going very well. I am very, very impressed with the iPhone 13 Pro and its capabilities. I'm kind of switching everything in my life over because I think I'm going to stick with this guy right here. If you guys haven't given it a shot yet, definitely look at the phone, especially with these accessories. But anyway, guys, if you liked what you saw here today, please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking it. Let YouTube know you're liking it so we can kind of break the algorithm and make sure all the car/tech guys out there see these videos. It would really help the channel out, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm gonna have loads of content like this coming you are not gonna want to miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload. And a final quick update, guys. I actually tucked the wire in all the way down along, so all you can see is that little bit of wiring, and that's it. So for the most part, this looks like nothing but just a white little puck stuck there that will hold your phone right up to it. And again, here we go. So the phone, and bam, just like that. I love it. Guys, it's super functional, and it looks absolutely fantastic. There's no wires, and the thing is held there absolutely perfectly. Big, big thumbs up.